This question asks you to calculate the molar mass for the compounds or molecules shown below. So the first one we have is SNI2. And for us to do the molar mass, what is the molar mass? It's how many grams we have per mole. So we're going to need to look at the periodic table. So I'm going to go to the periodic table, and the first one I'm doing is tin iodide. So I need to find tin, which that's probably one of the hardest parts of this problem. Find tin, which is SN, and it has 118.711 grams per mole. 118.711 grams per mole. And I have two I's, so 126.904, 126.904 grams per mole. And you're just gonna put those in your calculator and see what you get. So I recommend you putting it in your calculator, and I'll put it in mine. And I got 372.519 grams per mole. Okay, so 372.519 grams per mole. Let's do the next one. The next one's BR2. So you find BR on the periodic table. Here it is. And BR2, you have two BRs. So 2 times 79.904 grams per mole. And what do you get? $159.808 grams per mole. Now, which you might be using a different periodic table, so we might have different number of significant figures. If you're using a different periodic table, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. You're going to look for this, or if you use one less significant figure, yours would probably look like this, 159.81 grams in a mole. Okay, let's do the next one. Copper sulfate. So for this one, I have copper plus sulfur plus 4 times the molar mass of oxygen. So copper is 63.546 grams per mole. Sulfur is 32.066 grams per mole. And I have 4 times oxygen, 15.999 grams per mole. This is one that's usually, depending on your periodic table, some people only have 16.00 because it's showing one less significant figure. So 15, I just want to write this a little smaller, 0.99 grams per mole. And then you're going to put it in your calculator and let's compare. I'm just going to pause really quick. I got 159.61 grams per mole. So check and make sure you're getting the same answer in your calculator, because that would be a silly reason to get the wrong answer just because you didn't know how to put it in your calculator. If you're having a hard time with your calculator, come see me. Okay, let's do the next one. So this one we have copper. We have 2 coppers, 2 times copper, and 1s and 4 O's. Oops, that's not, let me write it nicely. So I have the molar mass of copper plus, and I have two of them, so 2 times that, plus the molar mass of sulfur, plus 4 times the molar mass of oxygen. So you're just going to look those numbers up and punch them in. So I'm going to let you do that on your own. Let's do this one because this one's a little bit trickier. So we have magnesium, and we have 2 NO3s. So there are 2 ways you can do this. You could get the molar mass of this and multiply by 2, or you could say, I have 1 magnesium, I have 2 nitrogens, and I have 6 oxygens. And then you're just going to take those numbers and plug it in. So I will let you try this on your own, but this is how you're going to set it up. So magnesium plus the molar mass of this times 2, or I have a magnesium, I have 2 nitrogens, and I have 6 oxygens. Either one will get you to the correct answer.